Congratulations on the purchase of your DIY steel deck floor framing system from Bunnings. This video will take you through the basics of preparing and assembling the floor system. Please also refer to the installation instructions on the website. Please note, always use protective clothing, shoes and eyewear, and maintain workplace safety at all times. Your delivery will have joists, cut to length and labelled, open U-shaped channel bearers labelled D, lipped C-shaped channel sections labelled E. These two sections will nest together to form boxed bearers, joist connector brackets. Check that all items listed on the delivery note are supplied. Wipe clean the outer faces of the bearers to make marking out the joist positions easier. You will also need corrosion protection paint, a spirit level, marker pen, measuring tape, power drill or tech driver with 8mm and 10mm hex driver bits, and a number 2 Phillips head driver bit, 3mm, 5mm and 6.5mm metal drill bits. Mark the joist bracket positions on the E bearers at 450mm centres. Place a cross on the side of the mark where the brackets will be fixed. Fix the brackets to the E bearers where marked with the 12-gauge Hex-Tech screws provided. Don't position the brackets past the edges of the channel section. Keep the brackets square off the bearer's flanges so the joists finish plumb when installed. You can fix the brackets on any side of your set-out lines. However, it's best to position them to be behind the joist's profile for a neater look. Next, set out the screw positions also at 450mm centres along the top and bottom flanges of the open D bearers, to be used later to connect the two boxed bearers together. Then, drill 5mm pilot holes at these positions. Now, fix the outer, open D bearer sections to the stump tops using the 14-gauge Hex-Tech screws provided, through the top's vertical fin plate into the bearer. Ensure that the frame is level and square. Please note, when fixing back-to-back bearers over centre top stumps, position one single open D bearer on one side of the centre fin plate, then drill 6.5mm or oversized holes from the holes in the fin plate through that bearer. This allows the tech screws to pass through loosely so that their thread only bites into the second bearer and pulls the steel sections tightly together at the connection. Then fix the other second side bearer with 14-gauge screws through the newly drilled holes from the other side. Next, take the lipped E bearers with the brackets already fixed and nest them inside the D bearers, forming a boxed section. Now fix both bearer sections together using the 5mm holes already drilled in the D section earlier. Use the 12-gauge Hex-Tech screws on the underside of the bearer and the 10-gauge Wafer-Tech screws on the top side. It may be necessary to also drill 3mm pilot holes through the inner section bearers via the 5mm holes in the outer sections for ease of fixing these tech screws. Alternatively, if there is a height restriction below the bearers, fix the lower screws through the lower web face in the D sections into the bottom lip of the E sections instead. You may need to pre-drill with pilot holes as before. Now fix the joists to the brackets using the 12-gauge Hex-Tech through the holes in each bracket first, and then into the joist to pull the joists tightly up against the brackets. Check the panel for correct width and parallel, and adjust by varying the position of the joists on the brackets. The brackets will bridge any gaps up to 20mm between the ends of the joists and the bearers and carry the loads. Now continue frame assembly according to your design until complete.